Hello, adorables. Welcome to my channel, everyone. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I feel like I have to say this because I'm losing my mind and I don't want to watch anything. I can't watch anything, and I can't go to sleep. It's like I don't want to let my mind go. I keep on thinking about these things because it's real, and like it's a mind blow. Okay, so I'm going to start off easy. Mamdani, or whatever his name is, in New York, he's got some woman, Stop It Dobby, working for him. She's white, looks real timid. She looks like she's been brainwashed. This is all some kind of, I don't know what to call it. I don't know. I don't know how you do this. AI. AI is so in deep. It's in our heads. It's reading our minds. It's projecting thoughts into our minds. It has to be. It has to freaking be. And listen, this is some bullshit. Her name is Celia Applegate. Applegate. Okay, that's self-explanatory there. Celia means of heaven. So we have a heavenly apple gate. You've got to be kidding me. She's going around telling everybody that to own your house is racist. And you're not going to own your house anymore. And, you know, these are actors. They can't be that beat. They can't be. They can't. This ain't real. There's no fucking way. Okay, so go to 3300, I forget what avenue, and what happens? Like, some chick, Renee Good, Renee, Renaissance, Rebirth, Renew, Good, that's self-explanatory too. She's there. Gets popped on 3300 something something Avenue. Her woman was out there walking around with the cop recording with the cell phone. She got her cell phone. She's antagonizing him. They're stopped and parked sideways in the street. There's a T-Rex across the street. What the frick? So all the houses their house number started with 33, right? And you got your tyrannical lizard in the background. Renaissance, Renew, Rebirth, Good got shot in the face. And, you know, you can't make this up. Somebody made it up. How the hell do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? Happened in front of me, where I see this girl that I don't know if the person driving that car was trained too, but what the hell was that? That just happened. And after that happened, I saw, I don't know how, like these algorithms put this shit in front of my face after she got hit by the car, run over, and I didn't actually see her get run over. I seen her go down, but not actually, like, I know the car went over her because I heard, well, I would assume, I'm going to assume that whatever. Anyway, after that happened, my algorithm kicked up another one where this car went and he took a right hand turn to escape the cops. He was going so fast he cut the woman in half. He just cut her in half. She was coming home from a softball game. And anyway, yeah, and then that ice incident happened. And I'm like, what the fuck? And now some U-Haul truck. I don't know what side either of them were on. The protesters, what are they doing? Supporting the government or the people? You would think the people. And what it said on the van, that didn't even, I don't know what happened with that. I don't want to watch it no more. Then this here, really bad decision. Woman warned about following ICE agents. I didn't even get to that part because I clicked it off. I can't stand listening to that. What's her name? Omar. I can't stand. There's something wrong there. Like AI is either really in her head or she's a clone and she's got somebody's consciousness. Like something wrong about her talking. It's like the whole thing is just, what are you? What the hell are you, lady? I can't stand her mouth and how she talks with that accent. Like she's a little kid with I don't know what. I don't know. With I don't know. It irks me so bad. I just want to smack her. Because I don't know. She's something about it. Probably a robot. I would not be surprised at this stage of the game. I just watched earlier, a little bit earlier, I watched Pete Hegseth. Elon had him in Texas. And holy shit, the AI that they have, all the tech they have, it is so freaking advanced. They're changing the rules. This is a go. We are merging with machine. And it's, I mean, what the frick? I'm finding fake dollar bills that aren't even paper on ground. I ask for something to see something before I go outside and I see it. It's like, what? I'm so fucking freaked out right now in every way. I'm not even telling you about what's going on the frick. No. Okay. I'm not even mentioning that. Okay. So then there's somebody else. What did he, Stephen something. Pittman. Oh, he burnt down a Shmooish temple. Mosque. No, temple. Yeah. And Stephen, what does Stephen mean? Crown. Stephen means crown. And his middle name, I forget what it was. It was like, began with an S. I think it began with an S. Spencer. It might have been Spencer. Maybe it wasn't. Anyhow, his middle name meant responsibility. Like it was, and then Pittman, it means from the pit, somebody who works around the pit, like a miner, or like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is insane. we're in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix. These are characters. Whoops, I'm not even holding the camera right. I'm just laying here and trying to be like, what's real? What's real? Because whatever shit I just saw from this video I just tried watching, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to hear this shit. Are people buying this? This is so Orwellian. It's I don't know. I don't know. Like, things happen I don't want to mention because it's so scary. If I say anything, it's like I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say because I'm scared of what happens next if I say it. What the fuck? And I told you, George Floyd, Boston, the Kaboom Boom, and Aurora movie theater, and somewhere else where the car ran through the people across the street from Evolution Bar. Evolution, and it had Darwin's theory of evolution from monkey to ape man to human. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Evolution is bullshit if it's not natural evolution. I don't think it ever has been. I think we're all owned. And it's the human race as to who develops the best human. And so they had contests for the gods to be like, look what my humans can do. They call that the Olympics, right? And they still have Olympics. So it's still going on. This is insane. This is insane. I'm thinking that chick, Omar. I'm betting she takes neurotropical pills because she's just so well spoken. You so fucking smooth, bitch. Like, what? And she talks like a little kid with chubby cheeks, you know? I don't know. What the hell? I don't know. See, they created this mess that we call reality, where for past fucking 35 years at least, that they've been running shit. Took God out of the school, took the flag out of the school, introduced all this trans stuff. We had, oh my God, it was Benny Hill and Archie Bunker and Dr. Ruth, and it's just nasty. Then you get like Roseanne Barr, and everybody thinks that they start acting like that, imitating them, being sarcastic to each other all the time. Like they this is a progression with Sex in the City and all that stuff, and like it's just they perverted everything while pushing forward like women could leave their husbands and all this. And well, if marriages broke up, the family broke up, now you're individuals. The end result right now is nobody has anybody. It seems like mostly people are on their own, and they're in relationships that are meaningless. They get nothing out of it. It's just about company. They treat each other like shit. They got a ton of kids. They treat them like shit too, and everybody's fucking crazy, and it's just insane. How far down? And then the drugs come in. They introduce the drugs and keep the people down. They take all their properties or burn them down or whatever the fuck they want to do. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. Because for my adult life, the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence, that has meant nothing. That is a lie. The American dream has been a fucking lie. So here we come with Trump, and he's going to save us. He's the fifth angel. He's got the evil clowns and the Mad Hatters. Hello. And the jokers. He owned a casino. Chaos and mayhem. Oh, yeah. And the Queen of Hell. We got Two-Face out in California. And I think Michigan had the Harlequin. Some ex-Navy SEALs or something they had a plot to get her. They were going to remove her from office themselves. I don't know how real anything is anymore, because if those were real ice ages, if they weren't, somebody would have said something. Wouldn't we have heard it from Trump? You know? So it was supposed to be a real scene went down. They just happened to find themselves on 3300 Avenue in front of all those houses that start with number 33. She just happened to be in front of them somehow. She's in front of them to block them. It was all set up. It's all scripted. All this shit, all these events are scripted. AI is doing it. AI is telling them what to fucking do. And if they follow this, the people will react like this. Because it knows. This tech that they have already knows what we're thinking. And it's reading us. As we watch something, it understands how we react. It's testing us. Like it could throw a Pokemon out somewhere if it wants a crowd. You know? And then give some other type of excuse. I don't know. I have to sit up. I need a cigarette. I'm driving my... Here's Dobby jumping on the bed just now. Bad. You is bad. Can't see you. Okay, Dobby. She's trying to lay half on me. Okay. She's been a good girl. Some crazy shit. And you already know that the sporting games are rigged, right? Doesn't that kind of take the fun out of it? Do your men still watch it? You know? When you see videos where immigrants leave a receipt behind after buying a bunch of junk food, they leave the receipt that they've got like $1,300 worth of food stamps left on there. Meanwhile, you're working, your wife is working, and you had to scrape together to get $60 to buy your food, and here's these people just buying snacks and whatever, getting this free ride. Americans been getting taxed. We've been getting super taxed. This is Islam, right? This has actually been United States of Islam. That's what's going on. And people keep paying tax. They pay these high prices. That's what they said they were going to do in their cities. They were going to make cities here in the United States, and it was going to be all Muslim. And if people who weren't Muslim didn't go along with it, or they were going to get taxed to the point they wouldn't want to be there. And you've got people in all the positions all around you that are in positions of authority. That's your invading army, man. They're protecting their own army. And their army's idea is like, hey, we're going to get these drugs, we're going to sell these drugs, this is our business, give us our money, we're going to take all this rip-off money, we're draining you so we can control you and lead you this way, which is supposed to be what we're fighting about. See, I don't know if there's two sides or there's just one side anymore. Are they really opposed to each other? Because I see them working in in unison, when you got ICE agents and how do you do that? How do you have all these key symbols and numbers and names, and how do you keep doing this shit? What part is fake? Everything I see, is there goggles over my fucking eyes? Am I hooked up to a fucking computer right now in cryogenic stasis? And all of a sudden, when I do wake up, I'm going to be on Mars. I can't explain reality, except to say that there's definitely some higher fucking powers at work here. And it's definitely in us. It's in us. I'm having direct interface with something here. Pretty close to it, except I'm kind of in the dark. It's like I'm teased with all these things. And I don't mean just what they put on TV. I mean when I set my intentions and see something manifest, it's like, what the fuck is that? Am I already in the computer? Have I always been in a computer? Is that what we are? Is that why we have two hemispheres of the brain? Because the human brain is the most sophisticated computer there will be. Or that there is, not that there will be. But then you go to Star Trek Voyager, and their ship runs on biopacks, gel packs. That's the computer. It works better through brain cells. But we are computers. Each one of us is a computer. Each one of us is like a file. I don't know. I was thinking that way with the autistic kids. Like something is using their brain to fuel something bigger. And so that's why they know all this high-tech shit. Well, I won't say they know high-tech shit, but they're gifted in a way that's like, what? It's like they can access all that information for a specific thing is in there. So maybe that's a bigger thing, and they are storing that information for the bigger thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there was a computer, a ship being a computer, over in the sky, okay, and then it beams down, let's say 100 autistic children, it's linked, there's a tether there of energy that we can't see, and it's to their brain, and they can access it. The kids would be able to access it and say, I know all this math stuff. I could access this math stuff because your brain can hold that. Your brain got that, and this another one can paint and can just see the images and paint it perfectly clear. Well, that's another part being stored. I don't know. I think it's as well we're containers for the soul. So if it's about the information coming through, and it's got to be able to work through the brain. The Crown they do mad studies on autism. And then they're saying it was in the Tylenol. Man, I called that one. I called that out. The vaccines and the antidepressants and mood stabilizers. Because if you can't cope in this world, we'll give you a pill. You take this pill and you'll be able to... They're just lowering our IQ and making us passive. And like the addiction, it puts people in... It's like it puts a brain on minimum function. So then If you have you're not using your brain as something else can. It could be storing some kind of information in there, just like that's why I'm thinking of autistic kids too, and people who they're not, their consciousness is somewhere else, and it's not communicating with us like a drug addict or with autistic kid. I'm thinking of severe autism. I'm thinking like Rain Man kind of thing, where he's not really communicating the best with a person, but like he's there with all this information. And he doesn't even know it, doesn't know how to use it. That might be going on with addicts. I don't know. I might be pushing it. I don't know. I'm just thinking, shuts your brain down to minimum function. And it would be easier to get into your brain, to hack your brain. And our enemies want to hack our brains and end us. Because there's definitely some kind of human race going on with, who's going to be the first to get like, they have to already have made hybrids and clones, and whether it's animal hybrids or alien hybrids and superhumans and superheroes, supervillains, characters, and put in the AI. A demon is what we would call it in religion, right? Or a jinn, or putting it in people. We're all getting MK Ultra or something, and this light, this dark light, it just keeps coming at us, man. As we look at it, so many flashes per second. We can't see that many screens in a minute or a second. Like we can't see as many. It's unnecessary. So unnecessary. It's more. It's so much more. And you think, well, what are we supposed to be? The soul? Well, just the body. They're saying the body is a container. Kind of feels that way. It's just the suit we put on. Aren't you getting used to thinking that way with all the skins for your characters and in the video games and everything? All the filters that people use, like they don't want to show their real face online. They have to use a filter to make themselves feel good. Injecting things into their face, you can't see any wrinkles on their forehead. Injecting shit into their lips, and what the so we don't recognize the machine and its lack of imperfections when it rolls out. Somebody could come in to your house. If you just say you live in a country and nobody's around, lot of space, somebody could come into your house and fake you digitally, take all your stuff, take your identity, and just be you. Just claim to be you and imitate you online, because AI knows how to do it. They just create a character of you and use that as a filter to translate what they say into how you would say it. Nobody would know. I think a lot of that kind of shit's going on. Because people are disappearing all over the place, but I think they're taking over entire towns. Because where the fuck did all the people go in Michigan that aren't at these places supporting Trump. Where the hell is the KKK and the Aryan Brotherhood or the Black Panthers or somebody that's going to stand up for people that actually live here? Because I don't see a whole lot. Sometimes it just looks like losers. Sometimes it's obvious actors, and all the politicians, man, they're actors, and you can't believe that they're getting in there. You know why? Because it's unbelievable, okay? Because it's all fucking lie. Everything they've done is just a lie to manipulate us our whole fucking lives and to pit us against each other. When it's right there, you just read their names and look up what the fuck their names mean, and it tells a whole nother fucking story. Why was there a T-Rex in the... It just had to be right there, right? Stop. Mm-mm. And then, okay, Elon, you should watch that. Because Hegseth is just, he's just killing it up there. How this is what we're gonna do, and anybody that stands in their way and tries to stall and you know, because it's gonna happen fast, and you think this is gonna take months or years? Like, no. I heard that before. Days? Yes. Weeks? Maybe. Months? No. Years? Forget it. Casper. Where he was going to be resurrected. The ghost was finally going to be resurrected with the primordial mix. I don't know. He turned into an egg, remember? Bring him back to life. Figures. I mean, everything. Everything has this stuff in it. It's all propaganda. And we're getting led here by a bunch of fucking lies. And then in reality, we're falling the fuck apart and just letting everybody else make decisions for us and everything. And well, now how would you ever go against Trump though? Right now, with the threat in Iran and Cuba or Puerto Rico, wherever the hell that was. Cuba and Venezuela. How? Because now you're talking about World War III. You're seeing that Europe has fallen. Europe will not defend or protect its own citizens. You get arrested if you get caught talking about Jesus. That's Islam and Sharia. Not allowed to talk about another religion. Ireland, they don't call them the Fighting Irish for nothing, right? They burnt down over 130 fucking hotels that had migrants in them. They burned them down. And then Iran is like, there people don't even believe in God in Iran, and they're like, we don't want to listen to these crazy people. We don't want to hear this shit 5 times a day. And this beautiful woman goes and lights this piece of paper. It's a picture of the guy that's in charge over there. She lit it on fire and lit her cigarette with it. It's a beautiful woman. And I was like, I'm on her side. I'm on her side. Like, if you believe anything about the left right now, it's insane. And guess what else was a lie? COVID. You know it. You know it. They told the doctors, no matter what people died from, it was COVID. This video is for entertainment purposes only. So that's the numbers went up, and when they were burying people on an island. Really, really, it was so fake. That was so damn fake. Nobody's been on that island. Nobody's allowed to go there, and blah blah blah. The history of the island, and to dig a hole and bury people in it. Like, how many people went in there, you think? For all of New York City, this little hole, you know? Get the fuck out of here. And there was nobody. They were saying that the hospitals were overwhelmed, but, and the news was recording, they were crisis actors, protesters, crisis actors in the front there, acting like they were fucking sick. It didn't look real at all. And the news was recording that. But there was a guy that was recording around a corner, and they didn't know, and he caught it, and he recorded them like that. He's like, look, there's no lines. What are they talking about? There's nobody here. But then again, there's AI. AI could fake either one or both. So what the fuck is really happening anywhere in this country when they could fake the crowds and fake the people? We don't know anything. We don't know anything. Gonna stand and relight the Christmas tree last year, like over a year ago then, in Fox Square, 666 Square, homeless man lit on fire. Yeah, bullshit. And you're gonna talk about Pearl Harbor and this little light of mine, and the next fucking day a tornado takes out a candle factory. And I was watching that, and then there's a lady, she finds her dog live on air. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, she just, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It was all fake. It was all fake. And then the signage, it was like like mirror on the wall. It was like a frame, an oval frame, and it said something about the past. I forget what it was. Oh my God. It was like a portal to the past or a window to the past. Something like, it was fucking freaky. I'm like, what? What? I forget what it was now, but it was, yeah, it just keeps coming. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes so much sense when you read it with symbols, and that's, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you have the Diamond Princess, aka the daughter of Poseidon, full of COVID passengers, quarantined on the boat, get off the boat, get on 4 white buses that are named Horsemen? Maybe they were pale. The bus driver is seen inside. There's a picture of him with a shoulder strap across him, the seatbelt. It looked like, you know, the quiver that you put the bow and arrows in, because the one horseman of the apocalypse, the daughter of Poseidon, gifted him a crown. He has said to some people say that he wears a quiver. How? Because that's what the seatbelt looked like. There's 4 white buses. The buses are named Horseman Coach. Princess Diamond is the daughter of Poseidon, and the crown is the crown virus. How do you do that? Like, when When did the name of the company change? See, the time is an illusion, but a necessary one. And now it's breaking the fuck down. That's Edgar Casey. Time is an illusion, but a necessary one. So if you could slide through time, you could, like your computer, you could go back and change something, or you could go into the future and change something. Time doesn't matter. You could slide anywhere in this, right? And alter it. So somebody has the God box. You do that in the God box, like the Matrix, right? Somebody hijacked the God box and is controlling reality to get us to right here. I don't know how. I don't know how and what and everything. But I'm probably in cryogenic stasis. Like my brain might be working connected to a computer as I go to Mars. I doubt it. More like in a coma. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck makes sense. But there's all kind of news stories, and you go check them out, and you find out you could believe anything about it. Like you could believe the narrative, and you could believe, oh no, it happened this way. You could believe, oh no, it happened that way. And it's like you're going to find evidence for whatever the fuck you believe. There's multiple choices here. Multiple choices. So no matter what path you're walking down and what your beliefs are, you've got something that's going to keep you going. Like, they have this thing. It's immediate. Like you're wearing this headset and you're in AI, and it's rendering instantaneous. So as you walk, you could say, add some birds, and all of a sudden birds would be there. Add a person, all of a sudden there's a person going to pass you by, or somebody going to walk by and do something. It thinks that fast. It renders it that fast. They could read your fucking dreams. They could record your dreams and play them back to you visually. The tech knows what you're seeing when you're dreaming. Get the fuck out of here. Because where do you go when you dream? I don't know. Where are they recording that at? I don't know. I don't know how they do that. But they're doing it. And then all these craft that we see in the sky, they don't want to tell us what the fuck it is, and we just keep accepting that they're up there, and nobody's screaming, saying, I fucking had it, I need to know. Nobody's getting mad about that. They're going batshit crazy, putting themselves in a state of psychological distress, freaking out over food stamps and trying to protect illegals that are obvious criminals, when American citizens that are criminals, they go to fucking jail. But for all the rest of the world, they put their criminals in jail. But for some reason, they just exempt because they're somebody special. I don't know where the fuck they think they come from, how long this is going to last. But is that even real? Seems like it. It seems like the people are really doing this shit, but, there's a master plan that is carrying it out, that's working through them to ensure that it all carries out. But if they're going to hit the news, their name is going to mean something. The street they're standing on is going to mean something. The images in the background is going to mean something. Everything. Every fucking thing. And it's just, this is why the Mad Hatter is associated with the fifth angel of Revelations. I seen some. Just keep thinking about it. Look, no, don't matter. It don't matter. Don't matter. It's real. There's a new TikTok challenge. They're teaching kids how to light themselves on fire using alcohol. How about that? There's a little girl, burnt her face all up and everything. Man. Yeah, so Elon, I remember he went out on stage at one time and he had the Baphomet. He had a goat on a Iron Man type suit. And I keep thinking about him saying, he's talking about Mars, and I'm like, what if he is Aries? What if that's actually what I saw? What if that's actually a ram? Like not the goat, but the sheep, the ram, right? So what if that represents Aries? Because Aries is the god of war, and Pete, well, he's all about war, and then Elon, he's saying we're going to Mars, and Mars is a planet of war. So, like, one of them, it could be Pete, could be Aries. I don't know. But Trump brought the key to the abyss, so that's either Elon or his son, I think. And then that movie came out from Disney, of course. And it's Tron. Did you see that yet? Holy shit. Holy shit. We're sliding. We're sailing. And mass consciousness is going to dictate where we end up. That's what I think. And that's how time can change. Because you have to slide over and merge, wed. With others, other timelines, other streams that have little bit of differences as the old reality fades away. The old merge with the stronger stream, and the little strands just disappear. Time. No such thing as time. They disappeared now. Bye. Because it's all your experience as an individual until we hook up, and it's called mass consciousness, and then realities merge. More people like in a group. That group mentality will fuck you up. I don't know. I'm losing my mind here, trying to get news, but is it really news? Because it's like everything I'm seeing is a fucking lie. And if I try to watch a movie, it's like that's That's straight propaganda. You know that's propaganda. And I don't like what I see. So I don't view things the same way that other people do. I'm like analyzing it like what next, and it's just through everything. And then you have Trump, he said, this is going to be our last Christmas. What the fuck? So we're going to evolve to the point that Christianity's gone, that we're going to know something special about who Jesus was. Was he propaganda? It doesn't look like, well, this book is written. Huh? This book is fucking written. Because, like, every day, and they give it enough time. Like, sometimes there's, like, a 2-day gap, and then it'll come again in a wave, and it'll be something. And most people seem to be forgetting because they see so many things that are happening, and it's like you kind of forget. There's new ones to worry about now. And then it's like, well, all these protesters and everything they were protesting about, I'm not hearing anything anymore about straight up about Antifa. And there's so many stories that they drop, and then there's real issues like who's complaining about Libya selling millions of black Africans to Saudi Arabia for slavery? Nobody's bitching about that, you know? If the AI is in us or manipulating us, reading us, hands up. That's a whole new ballgame, but that's what's going on, and I'm trying to accept it because I don't need the rest of the world to fucking validate me and say, yeah, I see it too, and this happened to me and blah blah blah. I don't need that, because in the end it's just me in my head. But is it really me? Like, why am I narrating shit, my own thoughts? Why do I say my own thoughts in words? And it's like, why would I rather think something and say it in words like I'm saying it to somebody, but I'm not, I'm thinking it? Why am I doing that? Am I talking to AI when I do that? Or, when you think it's God, or you think you're talking to the spirit of a loved one, or, what is on the other side? Listening, because I definitely believe in the Holy Spirit these days, because I think that's what's manifesting things, would be the Holy Spirit, that energy and connection with the surroundings. What the fuck is that? So it's like, do I have goggles on? I'm sitting here with goggles on, and AI is projecting this image of a reality that I alone create, but everybody's in it at the same time, creating their own reality, but they got to merge somewhere. Outside. Anyways, okay, I just wanted to share that. That's only a few names. There's a grave robber up in around Lancaster, Amish country. He got 100 bodies. Oh, I already put a video up about that. Did I? I didn't check out his name. Maybe his name was the no. He's the guy that he burnt down a synagogue. They just burning churches left and right, man. But he's a Christian, burnt down the Shmooish synagogue. That's like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. It's Christian against Shmoo? Stop it. Yeah, so what was his name? One more time. His name meant crown, like royalty, and responsibility was in there. Like duty, and Pittman. Like, he's from the pit or around the pit. Like, get out of here. Like, that's Okay. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were entertained by my craziness. Oh, and Pete, when he was, I think he said, instead of saying God bless America, I think he said God bless the Republic. I swear, I think he said something like that. I think he said God bless the Republic. Yeah, well, I think the enemy in this country is going to be easier to beat than the others because it's all lies and bullshit. So, I don't know. They probably have kaboom booms all underneath the bus and everything because I mean, they've been running the show for a long time. They probably did it a long time ago. Pirates just taking us for everything we got while we sleep. Holy shit, yeah. They live. Okay. There's the movie. Tron Ares. All right. Peace out. God bless.